Hi everyone, this is a story time on how I became poorly. This is part one. So, back in 2013, me and my now husband had a car crash. And it was from a drunk driver, sadly. He hit us from behind and that was out. I got knocked out. Thankfully, I came around pretty quickly. My husband was fine. He got out the car but couldn't open my side and he was screaming. We all were. It was such a shock. I tried to climb into the next seat, but I couldn't move properly. I couldn't feel my legs, my feet, nothing. Somebody came out, like a passersby. I think he came out of a shop and he basically told me not to move. And we had to wait for paramedics. We had normal paramedics and we also had air ambulance as well because I was in a really, really bad way. My husband was fine just with a cut back of his head, but I couldn't feel anything from the waist down. Please follow me for part two. Hi, so part two. So basically they came. I had to have a paramedic hold my neck while they tried to get me out of the car. I had an injection for pain relief and they managed to get me out of the car and onto a stretcher, and then I got airlifted to Stoke Hospital. I had lots of x-rays, CT scans, everything to see what I'd done to myself. And I came out of that car crash with a broken elbow and a broken foot. But I still wasn't right. My head was really, really bad. My back was all badly bruised. I was really, really still poorly. But I got let out of hospital. And now this is where everything comes to light. There's going to be a few parts of this, I'm so sorry, but I am trying to be quick on each part. So I was fine then for about a year, and then that's when it all started. Follow me for part three. Hi everyone, so this is part three of my story time about my chronic illnesses. So it was about a year after, like I said, I started having really, really bad seizures. Nobody knew to begin with why I was having seizures, so obviously again I had to have a lot more tests. I originally thought it was stress related. That was the first time they ever saw me. They said it was stress related, but obviously we knew different. I was losing my memory. I couldn't remember anybody. It was affecting me daily. I was having more and more seizures. I got put on anti-seizure medication that helped bring them down, so I wasn't having as many. And then I had to go off and see a neurologist who thought that the reason why I started having seizures was down from the car crash. And again, I was also having really, really bad migraines to the point where I couldn't get out of bed. The lights all had to be shut off. It was horrendous. But yes, so follow me please for part four. Part four. So basically I just had to keep going on then every year with my seizure medication and migraine medication to keep me going. I then went on to have my daughter. She was born early. She was my little preemie, and then we went on to, a year later, we went on to have my son, who's now sadly passed away. If you'd like to know more about my son and want me to do story time, please let me know. Sadly, he was born 26 weeks and he only lived for 5 months. And then a few months after my son passed away, I went on to have a mini stroke. In 2017, and that was it. That wiped me out. I couldn't speak, couldn't go to the toilet, I couldn't do a lot for myself, and this is where it gets worse for my chronic illnesses. The stroke was just, it took a lot out of me. Please follow for part 5. Hi everyone, part 5. So basically, the TIA wiped me out. I managed to regain mobility with the help of aids. I managed to do that, which I was so shocked about. I still can't feel my left side very well at all. But after then, it was just a case of, you know, having to have adaptations in my house and keep going. But something still wasn't right. I still wasn't very well. I had to keep getting in and out of hospital because it was like I was having mini strokes all the time. We couldn't figure out why. My legs are becoming weaker. I am soon going to be wheelchair bound and bed bound. So we're on for a new house. But in 2019, I went on to have my rainbow baby. I went on to have my son, who is the light of my life, same as my daughter. Follow for part 6. Hi everyone, this is part 6. So basically, I now have a load of conditions that are longer than my arm, such as really horrible conditions that won't get better. One of the main ones at the minute that we are looking into, which they think is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. My blood say that's what it is. My blood's not very good, my liver's not very good, my heart's not very good. So I'm taking a lot of medication at the minute to try and get me more stable. I am waiting on my new wheelchair that has been ordered. Some days I'm okay and walk a little bit, and other days I am wheelchair bound or sofa bound or bed bound, depends. So yes, so at the minute we're just trying to get a new journey, so I'd like you to come and follow me on my chronic illness journey. If you want to know all my chronic illnesses, I can list them. If you want, just let me know. But yes, so thank you very, very, very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon. Thank you. Bye.